The world's premier racing championship, Formula One, unveiled its first rebrand for 23 years at the close of the Etihad Abu Dhabi Grand Prix on Sunday. The new identity shown below was created by a team at Wieden Kennedy London led by Richard Turley, featuring a sleek red logo and 3 typefaces. The rebrand replaces the familiar Carter Wong Studio negative space logo above which Formula One has been using since 1994. Formula One's director of marketing, Ellie Norman, says that the refresh speaks to the core of why people love the sport in the first place. Eagle-eyed fans were aware that a change was on the way when trademarks were applied for new Formula One logos earlier in the month. Out of these 3 candidates, the streamlined logo was chosen. See it below by clicking left to right through our gallery. Image 1 of 2. The new logo still incorporates the F1 motif. Image 2 of 2. It comes in 2 different color palettes, whereas the previous logo focused on a clever use of negative space to showcase the Formula One name. Of the new design echoes the long, flat shape of an F1 car. By keeping the design close to the ground, this helps to communicate a sense of speed. This is a subtler representation compared to the old logo, which used dynamic red spikes to get the racing angle across. Turley reveals the thought process behind the logo creatively. The challenge was to reposition Formula One as a forward-facing entertainment brand, which works across a multitude of channels. Norman talked to fans of the sport to find out what the rebrand needed to focus on. It was about racing, she explains. But many felt those days were behind us and that the sport has become almost impenetrable for fans, particularly new ones. It was clear we were going to need to address some fundamentals of our brand, if we were to realize our ambition to make Formula One a major entertainment player and claim our rights to be the global media brand we should be. What we say and do now is so important for our future, but it must always be driven by our fans. They come first. Accompanying the new logo is a trio of typefaces by French designer Marc Rouault, which you can explore in our gallery below. Image 1 of 3. Turley was impressed by Rouault's portfolio. Image 2 of 3. The new typefaces will appear across all Formula One media. Image 3 of 3. Rouault hopes the fonts capture the spectacle of the races. Rouault hopes that the sleek and curved look of the typefaces evoke the retro aspect of the motorsport in a similar fashion to the new logo. To give designers an insight into how the logo developed, the team behind it has shared pages from an internal booklet that collect together dozens of potential variants. It's interesting to see the various ways in which the design team reimagined the Carter Wong F1 icon, a design which set an intimidating benchmark for all involved. Image 1 of 3. The new logo gets a page all of its own. Image 2 of 3. Some designs incorporated checkered flag imagery. Image 3 of 3. Sleek design has started to become the popular choice when it comes to new logos. There are always detractors who cling on to the previous iteration. But for a property as huge as Formula One, the amount of attention has been immense. Fans seem to be split on what to make of it, and racing drivers themselves have also weighed in on the debate. Lewis Hamilton said the old one was iconic, and the new one isn't. Meanwhile, former world champion Sebastian Vettel was more blunt with his observation: "I like the old one better." Rebrands always take time to settle, though, and perhaps once we see it in action properly, more people will be won over by the new logo. In fact, you can get a taste of what to expect right now by watching it in this teaser promo for the next season. Related article.